I will drop that video tomorrow in the afternoon. For those that really want the insight behind what I'm doing and why, and what really got me to this point, stick around and watch this compilation I put together. It's pretty awesome, and it can be valuable to more of you than I probably think.
I'm a big believer that a name is nothing until you make it. Nobody knew what Google or Facebook or Nike meant until it was made. Like, I'd love to be a rapper, but if I try next week to position myself as a hip hop artist, I've got a problem. Now, that doesn't mean you can't be, but before you start branding, I would rebrand myself as somebody who's going through the journey of becoming an entrepreneur versus branding myself as an entrepreneur. I think people are way too bought into faking until you make it. Faking until you make it worked when nobody was watching. This whole fake it till you make it thing, which I think was a really good strategy for a long period of time. The problem right now is so many of you are faking it in public. Fake it till you make it was great because nobody was watching, and you were faking it by doing it, and you were learning. You were learning on the job is probably the more noble way to say it. The problem is so many of you now are saying you're there before you're there. You're just not there yet, and you may get there. So, that little distinction, and replay it right now, D-Rock. I want you to do the reverse, and it just really matters that there's something behind it. There's a distinction between, there's a very big distinction between I'm going through the journey of becoming this and I am this. And way too many of you are saying I am this and nobody believes you. People aren't starting, they're just not making. They're thinking, they're pondering, they're strategizing, they're debating. A lot of people look at finished products. They look at LeBron today. They look at Kobe today. They look at Beyonce today. The difference between understanding who you are versus who you wish you were. Enough listening, start doing shit. Don't be scared, and if you're scared, find somebody who's not scared. Make them your partner. Like, it's action, it's going, it's doing. And if you're passionate about something in your world, you can make a big difference. You've got to pump out content. Why do people always say stick to wine? Stick to what you know, stick to science, stick to cooking. Why do we always want other people to stick to? I don't want to stick to crap. You know what I want to stick to? I want to stick to what makes me happy and what I want to execute again. That's what I want to do. That's the whole promise that we never believed before, which was do what you love. You always heard do what you love, but you won't make as much money. The game has changed. We talk about all these products. Don't be scared to be multi-dimensional. You're not unfocused. Nobody in this world should define who you are. You could be so many things. I think that's been turned on its head. Do what you love and you'll probably make more money than you could ever imagine. But here's where people that pump out content make a mistake. They care about the camera and the lighting and all that other horse crap. It means nothing. Everything I believe in was not possible 5 years ago. I think it's much smarter for you to talk to the world about your process of going through this than the advice that you think you should be giving them. I think documenting your journey on Medium, your own personal blog, YouTube. The Ice Bucket Challenge. Bring it, mate. I know you're gonna love this. Holy. Whoa! SoundCloud, Anchor, on and on and on, Snapchat, on and on of you going through this journey. I mean, it would be really cool to have content right now about when Vera Wang started learning, like literally learning how to create a dress, right? I wish I did this 7 years ago. I wish you got to see the last 7 years. The world is changing, we're more connected, and your legacy, your maneuvering, your decision-making process has to start at your long-term legacy. Big picture always wins. If you're pumping out good shit, people will follow. The legacy, who are you going to be viewed at when it's all said and done? If I actually, from where I started, go on to buy a $4 billion sports organization, and I documented the entire journey, my words are motivating, and I'm good at that. But if I can put out a body of work 40 years from now that showed the process of a young man that put in the work, had the vision, did it the right way, tried to help people along the way because he was trying to build the biggest building in town by building it, not by tearing everybody else's buildings down, and then I actually accomplish it, well, that becomes a real great American dream story. And let me explain how. Don't go fancy, create. It's a big shift. When I say 7 to 25, you say, my God, how do I produce 7 to 25 meaningful things that will have me respected? Versus document. See where I'm going? People aren't starting. So you can't create, distribute. There's no excuse for not talking to the world. It just doesn't have to be your thoughts and words every time. My friends, the key to content success, let me tell you how. Just start.
So if that all just went over your head, or if you just want to see this put into my own words, if you really want to hone down on the why, or dig deeper into this, or if you care to be inspired, or you just like the way I create content, or you want to hear my voice because it's ultra smoothing, yeah. Or if you just want to give me the satisfaction of seeing that someone watched my video, click on this link if I figure out how to post it on this video. If not, go to my other video on my channel. It's probably called something about why and starting and something like that. It's a good video. Like, I even think that.